No mother ever expects that their child would be sent to the neonatal intensive care unit. Speaking from experience, it's a mother's worst nightmare. Now, imagine that you're in a developing country where technology and equipment isn't as prevalent as it is in the United States. Hospitals and regions, villages need to make sure that they are packed with the very best equipment to ensure that their tiny bundles of joy get sent home healthy, ready to experience life. Hi, I'm Doesn't Make Sense. This is Don't Scratch It, and this is Quality King, and our product is called Guardian. Just to put into perspective just how large of an issue this really is, we are focusing in on India. However, this applies for any developing country around the world. Around 750,000 babies each year in India die, and 50% is due to preterm birth or low birth rate. We actually got to speak to a nurse here in the United States, and what we found was babies cannot regulate their own body temperature. They use energy and oxygen to generate warmth, and they lose heat about 4 times quicker than adults do. So if their skin temperature gets even 1 degree below 97.7 degrees Fahrenheit, their oxygen levels will increase by 10%. So by keeping their body temperature at an optimum level, this will help them conserve energy and help them build reserves.
So what can we do to help these vulnerable babies? Well, inspiration came to us while reviewing a patent from Crane Naval Warfare Center for a device called the Frag Sleeve. Without going into too much detail, essentially this was just a little device where it's a sheet of cloth with many little pockets in it that you could fill with any kind of material you see necessary. We realized looking at this technology that we could take a sheet of rubber, create little pockets within the rubber, fill them with Peltier thermal devices which are able to heat up or cool down depending on the voltage applied to them, and then put little thermostats throughout it. What we would get is a self-regulating and easy-to-maintain fitted bed sheet that's able to maintain the temperature of whoever is laying on it at the time. Now, with more about the industry and the opportunity, here's Don't Scratch It.
So according to the World Health Organization, an estimated 15 million premature babies are born around the world each year. They also state that the leading cause of death is preterm birth complications for newborns. As for India, they lead the world with 3.5 million preterm births a year. Unfortunately, they also lead the world in preterm deaths with 375,000. These numbers are projected to also increase in the upcoming years. As for the opportunity size, it's huge. As I stated before, there are 15 million preterm births a year. Unfortunately, 1 million of these babies do not make it due to the preterm birth complications. According to the World Health Organization, 9 out of 10 of the most preterm deaths happen in developing countries. So as you can see, our product can help mitigate a problem that kills millions of babies each year in developing countries. And since there is lack of hospitals in the developing countries, we will also focus on remote areas as well. Now here it doesn't make sense with how our product stacks up with the competitors.
So we have a large advantage to our competitors. In India, they don't use very many equipment throughout their hospital. This, as a result, they're unable to have a large advantage compared to other countries. As you can see, our competitors are uneasy to clean, they're unaffordable, and they take up large amounts of space. Guardian is affordable, compact, easy to use, and even easier to clean. It's an operating system that will give babies in India and in developing countries the chance that they deserve.
So put simply, for mothers and doctors in developing countries who need an economic and reliable way to maintain the temperatures of newborn babies, the Guardian Thermal Regulator delivers the ability to maintain life-supporting temperatures. Unlike our competitors, the Guardian Thermal Regulator is inexpensive, durable, easy to maintain, cheap to ship, which that's pretty important in developing countries, and it's easy to use. So, remember, in India alone, there are 3.5 million babies born preterm, which means 3.5 million worried mothers, and they all could use a Guardian. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.